let's talk for a minute about something that Bernie Sanders likes to talk about a lot, and Hillary Clinton likes to talk about a lot, the income gap. Why do we have this growing income gap? Now, they would have you believe it's because of rich people and how they are doing bad things to poor people. Well, in a sense, they're right, but they're the rich people who are doing it. So that's the problem. Because you look at all these regulations. I mean, it was never intended that the government would be in every aspect of our lives, but they are in everything. Every single federal regulation costs money. Guess who gets to pay for that? The consumer. Goods and services increases the price. Doesn't hurt a rich person when they go into the store and a bar of soap has gone up by 10 cents, but it hurts a poor person. It hurts a middle-class person when they come to the register and they have a cart full of things, every one of which has gone up 10 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents. That drastically reduces the buying power. And most people have no idea what's going on. And then you look at the accumulated debt, $18+ trillion, half of which has been accumulated just in the last 7 years. Think about what that does. It makes it very difficult to raise interest rates. The Fed is caught between a rock and a hard place. You raise interest rates to a normal level with that kind of debt, the debt service on that is going to be astronomical. We wouldn't be able to afford it. So you have to keep it suppressed down near zero. Who does that hurt the most? Poor people and middle-class people who used to be able to increase their earnings by putting a portion of them in a savings account and watching it grow. That doesn't happen anymore. Or in the bond market. It doesn't happen anymore. They don't have any place to grow their money. That's devastating to the poor and the middle class in our country. Every single American must understand what the fiscal gap is. It is the unfunded liabilities that we owe. Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, all of those government agencies and departments, all of the money that we owe going into the future, something we call infinite horizon, versus what we expect to collect from taxes and other revenue sources. Those numbers should be pretty close together if you're fiscally responsible. If you're not, there's a gap. Bring it forward to today's dollars, it's known as the fiscal gap. Right now it sits at over $200 trillion. Somebody has to be responsible for that. I mean, that is a number that is incomprehensible. And we just continue to multiply it. I mean, the recent deal between the president and Congress to raise the debt ceiling even more. It's just a number. It doesn't mean anything. Are you kidding me? The only reason that we can sustain the level of debt that we have is because we can print money. Our currency is the reserve currency of the world. It's a title that generally goes with the number one economy in the world, which we have been since the 1870s until last year. Now we're in a struggle with China for that position. It looks like they've recently passed us up. We may not always be the reserve currency. That's the issue. If tomorrow we were not the reserve currency and we couldn't print money, albeit irresponsibly, as we are, our economy would collapse overnight. What happened in 1929 on Wall Street would be a walk in the park compared to what would happen to us. This is a warning. You know, before horrible things happen, usually there is a warning. This is the warning.